Hi, everybody. I'm Jeff Barton, and thanks for tuning in. This is the Mortgage Minute. We come to you, well, occasionally. The last couple of weeks has been tough. A lot of things going on, both internationally, nationally, and in the mortgage business. But we come to you on LinkedIn and Facebook and a number of other social media channels. We've got a radio show and we do some TV, but YouTube, check it out. Jeff Barton, the Mortgage Voice. Go there, like what you see, and you'll see more of it. Okay, let's get right to it. This is the Mortgage Minute. Rates today, 4.24 for the 30-year fix. Took almost a 0.25% jump today. Huge, right? The 15 is at 3.50. The FHA is at 3.75. Jumbo is at 3.72 and 3.68 for the 5-1 ARM. The 10-year is at 1.941 and the 2-year is at 1.67. A lot of people are asking why has the jump happened and why so quickly. Well, there are two things weighing on rates. One of the main things weighing on rates that we talk about all the time is what is the 10-year doing? When the flight to safety happens in people around the world during volatile times, especially during the war in Ukraine, and they come to the U.S. and they buy treasuries because it is safe. However, the offset for that is inflation. So if people are looking at inflation, there's an incentive to not buy U.S. treasuries because everybody knows if you buy something that's a fixed asset, it's going to decrease in value when inflation goes up. So therefore, the bonds themselves, the yields on the bonds went up, and therefore the mortgage rate goes up. When the bonds go up, the yields go up, the bond yields go up, the mortgage rate goes up as well. And that's what has taken a considerable weight over the other side, which of course is the flight to safety. So that's why the rates went up, and we may see this conundrum happen over and over again over the next and following weeks. As we knew at the beginning of the week, the rates had gone down, and they had gone down significantly. They were about 4.2%, and went down to, again, 1.9, 1.875, and now they're back up again. This volatility in the mortgage market is likely to continue because with world events being the way they are, we're just not quite sure where it's happening. February inflation numbers are supposed to be high. So we will imagine that people who are looking at investment in things like Treasury are going to be induced or have to be induced in order to buy. Therefore, yields have to go up. Therefore, so do the rates. Let's get to some other news to use in the report. Job openings. 11 million people apparently have jobs waiting for them if they want to come and get those jobs. Construction jobs are also up. 8% of U.S. homes are now worth over $1 million, and there are some. Hold on a sec. Let me get this number. It's pretty amazing in terms of the amount of homes worth over $1 million. 8% of the homes in America. 481 cities now have a median home price over $1 million. So this just shows you that the housing market in the U.S. is still on fire. Applications are up this week, up 8% as well. So those two things are pretty important. We get great equity in the home. Over the last 10 years, $8.2 trillion in wealth has been created in home ownership. So again, anybody who wants to make it in America has to own land or has to own property. The only way to make money is to invest in the long term. Stock market, of course, being one of those things. But real estate for most people is an asset where you pay off over time. So it's always going to increase in value, or at least has. 678,000 jobs were created last month in February. Pretty good jobs report. Let's see, the love letter. Okay, up in Oregon, we talked about this before. As in many states, if you are a realtor and you're trying to get your client a leg up on the market and trying to get them the property that they're trying to buy, you usually write a letter saying in glowing terms how great your clients are and how they really love the house. They have the kids, they have the dog, they love what they've done, and that's called a love letter. Well, in Oregon, they passed a law not too long ago, probably about 6 or 7 months ago, that said no, that's discriminatory and can lead to many discriminatory practices by sellers in the marketplace. Well, federal judge came down and said no, that's the freedom of speech of the borrower or buyer to be able to send any kind of letter they want to the seller. So stay tuned, but as of now, the love letter is back in. Let's see. Anything else left in the news? Better Homes. Oh, yes, Better Homes, another company that went the iBuyer route or the salary route for agents, has just fired another 3,000 people, 35% of the workforce. Better Homes, there are a number of companies that are laying off. It's a very difficult market for that type of, you need an ascending market and plentiful houses to be able to continue to pay salaries. Most real estate agents are independent contractors, 1099 employees, as are most of the people in California in the mortgage market, 1099 employees. So if you're paying people salary and there's not enough houses to sell, well, you can tell right away that's going out the window. Anyway, it's 5 minutes in. This is the Mortgage Minute, or the Mortgage 5 Minutes. I'm Jeff Barton. Appreciate you listening and watching. Bye.